the kickoff video of this series, which yesterday in our group chat Joey brought up to me, I definitely should have called Turning the Freshman 15 into the Freshman Lean. I promised I'd provide you with actionable tips to avoid the freshman 15. That is what this video is all about. All the tips I'm about to share with you have either worked well for me or I've seen them work well for other people. Let's get to it. Here are 15 moves you can make to dodge the freshman 15. Alright, let's start with the fun stuff. Number 1. Go to the store and get yourself some fly workout gear. You don't have to be getting brand names like Nike and Adidas and Under Armour. I'm not really doing a good job of promoting that, but nevertheless. Some of my favorite fitness brands, and I'm not getting paid to say any of these, although if the companies are watching this right now and want to send me some free stuff, hey! So actually my favorites are Gap Body, Old Navy, H&M, and Aeropostale. I've gotten workout clothes from all those places and been more than pleased. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna send them this video and see if they'll pay me for saying all that. Number 2, take progress pictures. It feels weird. It always feels weird. Either you're taking a selfie in the mirror wearing no clothing, or you're asking your friend to take a picture of you full body, not smiling, wearing no clothing. It's a very weird concept, but you need to do it. When I first started working out, I took a progress picture on the very first day, and then I took my second progress picture only 30 days after I started, which is just 4 weeks. And I was so sure that they were gonna look exactly the same, because sometimes it's actually hard to tell how far you've come from your own eyes without seeing it in front of you. Sure enough, I looked at the pictures side by side, and there was definitely a noticeable difference. After seeing how far I had come in only 1 month, I think that's when I realized that all the work I was putting into all this was actually making a difference. So don't wait too long to take that. You know, you don't have to wait 3-4 months before you start taking your next progress picture. Take your next one after 4 weeks, 3 weeks even maybe. As long as you're working hard and eating right, you'll start to notice a difference right away. Number 3, lots of people have had success with food journals. Food journals are great, and I've done them in the past. But in my experience, they can be a lot to keep track of, especially when you don't remember everything you've eaten for one day. I've found that gym journals are actually easier. As you're leaving the gym, just write a note in your phone what you did that day. Abs, triceps, and pecs. You can just as easily track your progress that way. Numero 4, walk when you can. If you have some extra time between classes and you don't have to hustle and bike, you can make walking your special time of day to meditate, call mom, jam out to your favorite tunes, or just admire how freaking beautiful campus is. Numero 5, make half your plates fruits and veggies. If you read yesterday's post on the blog, you know that the Fit Bottom girls have this awesome rule that you can go by, which is the 80-20 rule. You start with 80% of your plate healthy, and then you let 20% of it be a little bit more indulgent. Next, never make your weekends off days. You have your on days when you work out, and your off days when you don't work out. You want to make exercising part of your weekly routine. And it's okay to start going to the gym gradually. Start by going 4 days a week, then after 2 weeks, go 5 days a week, and then after a month, go 6 days a week. But whatever you do, my advice, keep your off days during the week. As it is, Monday through Friday is crazy busy, so you might as well save that 1 hour of gym time for the weekend. Number 7. On the days when you know you're gonna go out that night, eat light during the day, but don't skimp out on dinner. In fact, what you should be loading up on at dinner is carbs. You could have quinoa, brown rice, whole wheat toast, and that's all gonna do a great job of soaking up all that poison and deterring hangovers. Wheat. Eat when you're hungry, don't eat when you're not hungry. Seems simple, right? But learning how to listen to your body can be really hard. Are you actually hungry? Are you sure you're not just bored? Number 9. Have sex. What? Sex burns calories. And it'll be good motivation to look good naked. 10. Learn to love coffee, if you don't already. A common social convention is to eat when you hang out with people. And it's really hard to avoid this sometimes. If you're ever uncomfortable eating at a certain place with people, either because you feel like there's no healthy options on the menu there, or you've already eaten that day, try to get around it by planning to meet up at a time between meals, like between lunch and dinner, or between breakfast and lunch, and get coffee instead. 11. Initiate a casual conversation with a potential gym buddy to see if they'd be down to go to the gym sometime. They say having a consistent gym buddy really helps people get to the gym and stay committed to their goals. What I've found in my experience is this really only works if you have really good gym buddies who aren't gonna be afraid to push you. For me, that was no problem. Halfway through the year, started the morning pump with Benji and Thomas, and they were not afraid to push me. Benji's thing when we were running, if I was ever getting too far behind, was that he'd yell at me that I have to stay within spanking distance. Gotta love Benji. So if you find a good gym buddy, great. But if you don't, not the end of the world. At the end of the day, nobody can actually physically get you to work out except for you. Dudes, take sweat selfies. This one's a weird one, I know. But like when you're all sweaty and shit and you look really hot in both senses of the word, if you take a selfie of yourself when, obviously, if you take a selfie like that and look back on it later, you're gonna remember how you felt when you took the picture, which was, you know, the whole sweat like a pig, look like a fox type deal. And if that's too weird for you, then that's totally cool. I definitely don't do that or anything, so. 13. Every day, or as often as you need to, look at yourself in the mirror and say these words. Damn sexy, you looking fine today. Deciding that you want to be fit does not mean you have to sacrifice your mental health for your physical health. Remember, healthy body, healthy mind. Instead of becoming obsessed with the number on the scale and how you look compared to others, first of all, you should be comparing yourself with your progress pictures like we talked about, but also, once you've made the decision to make this lifestyle change in your life, you need to sit down and think about how awesome that is. 14. This one's mostly for the ladies, but be careful who you follow on Instagram for Fitspo accounts. Fitspo, or fitness inspiration Instagrams, are great and they're also terrible. They're great because they're motivation throughout the day, constantly with you on your iPhone as you're going to check your Instagram account. You're reminded by this beautiful woman on a bikini in a beach that you need to be going to the gym today, but at the same time, constantly seeing pictures of beautiful women in bikinis on the beach is gonna make you feel like a pile of caca. Try instead to follow more healthy eating and exercise fitness accounts. These promote a much better body image. I've included some of my favorites here. And last but not least, the 15th key to dodging the freshman 15 is don't wait. I'm not a motivational speaker, but if you can do it tomorrow, you can do it today. What are you doing? Ugh. Get some body fat. These have been my 15 tips to avoiding the freshman 15 road bump, but don't forget DR, that's all it is, a road bump. It's okay if you happen to put on a couple of pounds during the year. In a lot of cases, it's inevitable. 9 months ago, I wish somebody had told that to me. Peace and blessings, dear reader. Thank you again so much for participating. We got 3 more videos in the series on the way and a ton more guest posts, so stay tuned. I promise it's gonna be a lot of fun and super, super informative. So don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, do everything, and I'll be seeing you really, really soon. Mwah!